There are athletes who capture our admiration not only for what they do in their sport but for the way they carry themselves in every aspect of life. Nneka Ogwumike is one of those rare figures whose influence stretches far beyond the basketball court. She is an athlete whose career has been defined by consistent excellence, quiet leadership, and a commitment to making the game, and the world around it, better for everyone. Her name carries weight not simply because of the points she scores, the rebounds she collects, or the championship she wins, but because of the character, intellect, and purpose she brings to everything she does. Born on July 2, 1990, in Tomball, Texas, Nneka Victoria Agwemike grew up in a home deeply connected to heritage and education. Her Nigerian roots played an important role in shaping her values, discipline, resilience, and the belief that hard work, when paired with humility, is the foundation for success. Raised in a supportive and driven family alongside three younger sisters, Chini, Olivia, and Erica, Nneka's household was one in which academic achievement was just as celebrated as athletic performance. The Agwemike sisters would go on to form one of the most talented sibling groups in basketball history, but even from a young age, Nneka stood out for her relentless determination. In her early years, Nneka's athleticism was obvious, but so was her balance. She excelled academically and quickly developed a reputation for being a student of the game. Basketball became her passion during her time at Cypress Fairbanks High School, where she played under head coach Angela Beck. It was there that her potential began to explode. She wasn't just good, she was dominant. Her senior year, she averaged over 20 points and 10 rebounds per game, leading her team to a Texas state championship. That blend of skill, intelligence, and leadership drew the attention of top college programs across the nation. But for Nneka, Stanford University was the perfect fit. At Stanford, under the guidance of legendary coach Tara Vanderveer, Nneka became one of the most decorated players in program history. From the moment she stepped on the floor, she showcased a versatility that few players could match. She could run the floor like a guard, post up like a center, and defend multiple positions with ease. Her scoring touch was elite. She could finish through contact, knock down mid-range jumpers, and crash the boards with ferocity. But her time at Stanford was not just about individual brilliance. It was about leading her team to unprecedented success. She helped guide the Cardinal to 4 consecutive Final Four appearances, a feat that cemented her as one of the best players in the nation. By the time she graduated, Nneka had scored over 2,000 points, grabbed more than 1,200 rebounds, and left an imprint on the program that would last for decades. The transition to the professional ranks came in 2012 when she was selected as the #1 overall pick in the WNBA draft by the Los Angeles Sparks. For many rookies, the adjustment to the WNBA's speed and physicality can be overwhelming, but for Nneka, it was an opportunity to show she belonged among the best in the world. She won WNBA Rookie of the Year honors that season, immediately proving that her game translated seamlessly to the pro level. Her first few years in the league were marked by steady improvement, but it was in 2016 that Nneka reached the pinnacle of her career. The 2016 season was magical for Nneka and the Sparks. Not only did she win the WNBA's Most Valuable Player award, but she also led Los Angeles to a championship, hitting the game-winning shot in the decisive Game 5 of the finals against the Minnesota Lynx. That moment was the embodiment of who she is as a player: calm under pressure, selfless in execution, and clutch when her team needed her most. That season, she posted one of the most efficient shooting performances in basketball history, finishing with a staggering 66.5% field goal percentage, which is virtually unheard of for a forward playing significant minutes. It was a season that elevated her from star to superstar. But Nneka's legacy isn't defined solely by her on-court performance. Her leadership extends beyond the game, as she has been one of the most important voices in the WNBA Players Association. Serving as the WNBPA president since 2016, she has been instrumental in negotiating landmark changes to the league's collective bargaining agreement, pushing for higher salaries, improved travel conditions, better maternity policies, and enhanced player benefits. Her leadership during the 2020 season, played inside the WNBA's bubble in Bradenton, Florida, was especially critical. As the league navigated a global pandemic and a nationwide movement for racial justice, Nneka helped unite players in a powerful display of solidarity and activism, ensuring that the WNBA's voice was not only heard but respected. Off the court, Nneka's impact is equally profound. She has worked tirelessly to inspire young athletes, especially young girls, to pursue their dreams both in sports and education. Through clinics, mentorship programs, and advocacy work, she has become a role model for aspiring players who see in her a reflection of hard work, dedication, and integrity. She embraces her role as a public figure not as a burden but as a responsibility, an opportunity to use her platform for meaningful change. Her connection to her Nigerian heritage has also been a key part of her journey. Nneka has embraced opportunities to represent Nigeria on the international stage, and while she has competed for Team USA, her advocacy for African basketball and athletes has been steadfast. She understands the power of representation, particularly for young African girls who dream of making it to the highest levels of sport, and she has been a vocal supporter of initiatives that expand access to basketball in underserved communities around the globe. Over the years, Nneka's style of play has evolved. While she has always been known for her athleticism, agility, and rebounding, she has continued to refine her shooting, passing, and leadership skills. Even as younger players enter the league, she remains a cornerstone of the Sparks franchise, a player whose professionalism and preparation set the standard for her teammates. Her work ethic is legendary. Teammates speak of her as someone who leads by example, arriving early, staying late, and giving everything she has to her craft. Her sisters have also played a huge role in her story, particularly Nneka Ogwumike, who has enjoyed her own successful WNBA career and works as an ESPN analyst. The bond between the Agwemike sisters is something special. They are not just siblings but collaborators, advocates, and each other's greatest supporters. Together, they have become a force for good in women's basketball, championing player rights, visibility, and respect for the women's game. Looking at her career statistics only scratches the surface of her impact. Yes, she has multiple All-Star selections, an MVP award, and a championship ring, but her true legacy lies in the countless players she has influenced, the structural changes she has helped bring to the WNBA, and the way she has consistently represented the sport with grace and class. She has managed to navigate the demands of professional sports while staying true to herself, never losing sight of the values instilled in her from childhood. As her career progresses, there's no question that Nneka Ogwumike's influence will continue to grow. Whether she's on the floor scoring points, in a meeting negotiating for players' rights, or out in the community giving back, her presence commands respect. She has shown that greatness is not just about how you play the game but about the difference you make while playing it. And when her playing days eventually come to an end, the mark she leaves behind will be permanent. Nneka has redefined what it means to be a professional athlete in today's world. Someone who competes at the highest level while using their platform to create lasting change. For the young girls dribbling basketballs in gyms and driveways today, she is living proof that you can be both an elite competitor and a compassionate leader, that you can chase championships and champion causes at the same time. In the story of the WNBA, Nneka Ogwumike's chapter will be one of brilliance, courage, and leadership. She is, in every sense of the word, a game changer. From her earliest days on the court to her defining moments as a champion, leader, and advocate, she has embodied a rare combination of skill, grace, and purpose. Her journey has shown that true success comes from embracing the grind, believing in one's own power, and lifting others along the way. As fans, we've witnessed a career that has not only transformed teams but has also helped reshape the very culture of the game. And while the future will surely bring new chapters for Nneka, one thing is certain: her impact will echo far beyond the hardwood. Thank you for watching and celebrating her legacy with us. If her journey inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories like this, and drop your thoughts in the comments to let us know your favorite Nneka moment.